Hey friends, it's Danielle. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome to a sit down video. I've been doing some more vlog style videos the last few times, but I noticed that you guys kind of like the sit down ones a little bit more, so I'm gonna start to stick to some of those for a little bit. And today I'm gonna do a video that I've seen a lot but haven't seen lately, so I want to bring it back. It's what's on my iPhone. I live and breathe this thing. I, like many people of 2024, basically do everything on my phone. I do the standard things of calling and texting, but I have games on here. This is actually how I edit all my videos, because I love my MacBook Air that I've had since college, and we're not going to talk about how long ago and how old she is, but she's getting old. So I actually use CapCut, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Just right on here, this is how I upload and edit and all the things. So if anyone's ever told you that you need a ton of equipment to get started on YouTube, you don't. You need this. Just your phone. Honestly, I'm very thankful to have this camera that I got, because I can film videos like this where I can be on my phone while I'm filming. I will be honest with you, I just cleaned out my phone of all the apps and stuff that I haven't used in a while, so this is your sign that if you haven't cleaned up your phone in a little bit, I 10 out of 10 recommend. I've moved over because we're gonna screen record, and it'll be a lot easier for me to talk about what is on my phone versus just kind of talking about it. I'm actually gonna show you everything. So here it is. This is actually a new wallpaper that I just downloaded off of Pinterest. That's like 99% of the places I get my wallpapers. I have the widgets. We have a combination of just, first one's the weather widget, second one is one that I made on Widgetsmith, and then the third one is from the app Laps. So we're just gonna open her up. I love how it looks right now. I'm very proud of it. I don't do anything too crazy. I try to keep it as simple as possible, but this is my home screen, as you can see. I have the calendar app from Widgetsmith. There is a Pinterest board in that next row that has revolving photos. What's cool is that if you press and hold that widget and then hit edit, you can choose the board that you want, and then you can also choose it to update hourly or daily. So I like doing it hourly because it kind of just changes up the vibe of the screen. So there's that. And then these are my most used apps. And then the second widget down below is, again, Widgetsmith. That's the main customization app that I use for my phone. And again, I'll have that linked for you. And this is just a static photo of little Junie and Parker looking out the window that Brittany took. So super cute. Now, as you can see, I use mostly social media on my phone. On the screen, we have, of course, Instagram, TikTok, X, which I've been getting a little bit more into, and then Laps. If you hadn't heard of Laps, I love it a lot. It's basically like a old style, and I say old and I want to cringe, old style camera where your pictures develop. So you, for example, you open it up here and that's what the floor looks like. But this is what you look like. So if you were to take a photo, and that's actually gonna go into what's called the dark room, and then we'll see it uploaded and developed, and I'll actually get a notification that it's been developed, and then we'll open it. So I'll insert it here once it develops so you guys can see it. Yeah, it's kind of like a little digital scrapbook, so love her a lot. Next, of course, I have the weather and maps. Living in Florida, I live and breathe these two apps. I honestly think they're my most used because the weather in Florida, you never know what's gonna do. And then also maps, even though I know where I'm going, I need to know if there's traffic. And is there going to be traffic? Most likely yes. Then of course we have the camera app with easy access, and then in this folder here I have all of my like video photo editing apps because I use these a lot. Of course we have CapCut, which if you don't know CapCut, not only do you see it on TikTok and Instagram for trending templates, but that's also what I use to edit all of my videos on. 10 out of 10 recommend. My favorite thing is that I have what's called the little space, and these are like my most used items. So I uploaded these to my little space area. Photos that'll pop up during my videos, any screen grabs. My personal favorite, which is the SpongeBob screen transitions, like 2,000 years later. I downloaded a video of all of those so I can use them during videos. So yeah, I love having that little space. And then of course Canva, which again, Canva, we know her, we love her. I use that for editing my thumbnails. I also use it for creating my stories if I'm doing like a new video is up. If you've ever seen that, if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you would have seen that template. A color story is a good app, but you do have to pay for it to get the most out of it. I don't use her that often anymore because I've actually started using Lightroom that you'll see down here, but it's a good app. There are some free filters, which is nice, but kind of starting to like Lightroom a little more. Astro Club is not a photo app. I'm just noticing that's in here, but it's a fun astrology app that gives you like daily horoscopes, but there's also an AI aspect. You can like ask it questions and kind of know things that go with your sign. Like I was asking it, is there a certain state that I should live in based on my zodiac sign? It kind of gave me some ideas, just saying. And then of course Pinterest, love Pinterest. YouTube, that is how I upload all my videos. I just upload them right via the YouTube app, and makes it super easy, seamless to upload videos, of course photos. Legacy, that is how I pay my rent on, and I have it here because I like to have it hidden because I don't like to not think about having to pay rent. Yay, if you know, you know. And then lastly, we have Lightroom, which is an Adobe app, which is free to download, but there are some paid aspects to it as well. That's what I've been using a lot lately to edit my videos. And this is my little folder here. Those are the only ones that I keep on my home screen. I used to have more pages with like folders of my other used apps, but I found it got a little too hectic for me, so I like to just keep everything else right in the app library. I have games. I love and hate how much I enjoy phone games. Like it because it's something to keep me occupied, but don't like it because they get addicting. Mostly Royal Match and Block Blast are two that I'm currently obsessed with. And the New York Time games, I like to do the Wordle still. Yes, I am still playing Wordle. If you are, let me know because I feel like that's pretty much died down. And then Connections is cute, and then I like to do the mini every day. The Pizza app is a pizza game that Brittany introduced me to on our most recent flight because that's a game app that doesn't need internet to play. So it's cute. You're basically owning your little pizza shop and you're making pizzas to order. In Creativity are some other apps that I use for editing, but not as frequently, which is kind of why they're hanging out in here. The Canon app is what I used to use to transfer videos from this camera onto my phone, but it was kind of slow over my Wi-Fi, so I ended up getting an SD card to Lightning adapter that you literally just plug the little device into your phone, and then it'll read the SD card, and then that's how I drop stuff onto my phone now. I found it to be a lot easier than the Canon app because it's just immediately right then and there. Google Photos is another app that I use to store photos on. I am probably gonna phase out of doing that and probably just use iCloud, because one thing about that app is if you use it and you have your Gmail account attached and it's one you actually use emails for, it'll stop letting your emails get to you. So beware of that aspect. The entertainment section, which is my Roku app, because I have a Roku TV in my room, but for some reason my remote always goes missing. So I like having the Roku app for easier access. Of course, we have Spotify, and then Swift Alert is a really cute app for the Swifties out there. What I love about it is that it'll alert you when her shows are, when the surprise shows are, or excuse me, the surprise sets during the shows are. And then there's also a fun trivia game where you can compete to see if you can guess what she's wearing during her shows. So that'll be brought back to us in a couple months. Very excited. And then for travel, we of course have the Disney Cruise Line and the Disney World app. When I was cleaning out my phone, I kind of got sad because the Disney Cruise Line app offloaded off my phone because of how long ago it's been since I've been on a cruise. So that was kind of sad. Then of course Maps is in here again. The New Jersey Transit is what I use because we usually fly into Newark on Spirit. So their trains are how we get to New York. From New Jersey. Revel is like an Uber or Lyft service, but they use Teslas, so that's pretty cool. And then we have the food and drinks apps, which honestly should be on my front page, but I try not to think about how many food apps I have. We have Chick-fil-A, Dutch Bros, which just opened in Florida. So good. And then Yelp. If you review places on Yelp, feel free to follow me. I'm starting to get better at posting on Yelp, but that's me if you're interested. The information and reading apps, these I don't access that often, except for Kindle. I do have an actual Kindle, which if you've watched my favorite books video, which I'll link down below, that I talk about my Kindle on there. But I like having the Kindle app because sometimes I want to read, but I don't have it with me. And if the Wi-Fi is on my Kindle, it will actually sync and then I can pick up right where I left off, but right on my phone. And then I am on Goodreads if you're an avid reader too and you want to follow me there. What I like about the Kindle too is that it'll talk to Goodreads, so you can actually upload your status on how you're doing with your books right on Goodreads. My last folder that I'll talk about is the health and fitness one. Finch is a really cute app where you take care of your little birdie, and it's kind of like self-care. So my little birdie's name is Ginger. She's so cute. And if you do tasks for the day as simple as make your bed or any of the ones that you want to set, it basically gives her energy to go on her little adventures. So that's fun. The fitness app connects to my watch as well as the health app. The My Premise Health is for my doctor. And then Stardust is a period tracker that doesn't talk to the government. So if you want one, I recommend that app. And then my last app is Talkspace. That is a newer app that I just discovered to find a mental health provider. I am starting therapy again, which is much needed, and it was recommended from my insurance company and my work to find a therapist online. You either have chat options or you can do video sessions too. It sounds like a better version of BetterHelp. I have heard mixed reviews of BetterHelp, so and also BetterHelp does not take my insurance from what I understand, but Talkspace does take my insurance. So if you work for Disney and you're looking for a BetterHelp alternative that works similarly, so far I am liking Talkspace. I haven't utilized it enough to fully recommend it, but from my first impressions, I am enjoying it. And I love that it takes our insurance. That is pretty much all the highlights on my iPhone. I completely forgot to mention at the very beginning of this video, so I do apologize, but I do have the iPhone 14 Pro. And my phone case is a, shockingly enough, Spider-Man one from Casetify. And it says, with great power comes great responsibility, Casetify. And then Spider-Man, not sponsored, but Casetify. I've dropped this phone a few times and I enjoy you. That is everything that is on my iPhone. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to share your favorite apps, let me know in the comments down below. And I thank you so much and hope you have a great day. Bye. Just gonna clean this off. Okay, something should work in that. That didn't stop. Did I miss that whole thing? Did I pause? Hold on. So, it just stopped screen recording. How nice of it.